Hey man, how's it going?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Thank you.
Good, good. Yeah, I want to go back to Sunday, like thinking about everything kind of you went through, all the emotions of that night, like not just the physicality and those chops, but the actual title win, knowing your son was going to wake up the next morning with you as champion. Like, was there a moment where the adrenaline kind of wore off and you really started to feel all those emotions and the pain? And could you talk us through, I guess, that moment where you did feel all of that?
Yeah, the moment where it actually happened, it was a bit of time until the adrenaline just kind of went down.
Hmm.
But I remember coming back to my hotel room and being like completely not able to sleep. And I was extremely tired and was
Yeah.
extremely like I my body was completely sore. And I couldn't sleep because I had so many different thoughts in my mind, like the whole path to it, the whole how it all came together, being a takeover, getting this kind of attention from the people, getting this reaction to what we did. Like it was coming to this match with a thought in my mind, like to bring an even more intense performance than in the first match, and that all went so well, and we were able to do something special again that was just incredible. I can't even explain the thoughts on this because there was a complete mixture of everything.
Yeah. I mentioned, just as a quick follow up, I know I mentioned your son, he was mentioned on commentary as well. Has being a dad, has that changed sort of anything in your head when it comes to sort of the physical style you work, like that kind of thing at all? Or is it, I guess, just the professional side pushes you through with it?
I mean, like, of course, like being a father changes you as a person completely. Like, you always need to take care of yourself. On the other hand, there is a specific style how I fight, the
Mm.
very intense one, and this is what makes me unique. This is where I stick out, and this is where nobody can mess with me in my intensity. So it's a balanced thing. You got to
Yeah.
really think about, okay, how much I'm willing to go through, and what's the sacrifice I need to take for this. And of course, I always think about my son. So it's actually more, even a bigger motivation for me to go all in even more. So
Yeah. Well, it's definitely paying off. It's great. Congratulations on the win and thanks for your time, man.
thank you.
Let's come next to Sunny from India.com.
Hello, Ilja. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you very much. How are you?
I'm also good. Over the years, we have seen many iconic finishers in WWE. Is there any particular finisher you would like to have in your armory?
No, simply because I have everything I do in the ring is something I worked on for years. This is something I invented for myself, doing things that nobody else does. So I don't need to copy anything else. I get my own creativity and want to make my own name. So I invent my own stuff.
That's great. Thank you.
Okay, let's come next to Ash Rose.
Hi, Ilya. How's the chest feeling?
I'm bruised, but I'm well.
Fantastic match on Sunday night. Really enjoyed it. You touched on there putting on a different show to the match before because everybody went on so much about, and rightfully so, being match of the year contender. How much pressure did you feel going into the sequel with Walter on putting on a good or even better show than you had before?
Pressure is an interesting word. I don't feel like pressure in case of like what people expect from me. This is something I really don't care about because it's something completely subjective. But I get an objective pressure, and then I get an objective pressure towards myself. So it means when I knew that this will happen in that scenario, my preparation was ridiculous. So I basically just lived for working out to get my stamina on the highest level, to make my strength even more strong, like to be even more intense than before, than in the first match, and being as well prepared as possible. So the only pressure I feel is like talking to myself, Ilya, you gotta reach the next level because this is the next level, and you expect from yourself like the best possible performance, and even a better performance than in the first match.
And second question here from WWE Kids: who is growing up watching professional wrestling? Who was Ilja's guys? Who do you look up to? Who were your favorites growing up?
Let's be honest. I came into watching like WWE like very late, just by accident. But I can talk about the very first match I saw. It was Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio. So basically, if we talk about favorites,
yeah,
these are probably the first two greatest of all time performers I have seen as a child.
Well, not a bad first match. Cheers, mate. Thank you.
I think so.
We're going to come next to Michael Morales Torres.
Hi, Ilja. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Everything good here in Puerto Rico, man. Thank you very much for your time. First of all, congratulations on a hell of a match on NXT TakeOver 36. Once you hold the NXT UK Championship in your hands, I don't know if that was the case, but I could see that full circle moment once you made your debut in 2012. Now in 2021, you were holding one of the most coveted prizes in the whole wrestling industry. What was the first thing that went through your mind once you hold the title?
My first thing I thought was, you need to get better. As simple as that. Because this is like, this is a very nice, happy end to a very, very emotional story. But this is not like the end for me. I know the responsibility I have. I represent like the greatest brand in my opinion. So I gotta think about what's the next level. I gotta be prepared. Because I want to create my own legacy. What Walter did was outstanding. What a dominant reign. But my reign is going to be just another legacy. And a legacy with a symbol like I am. A completely incomparable one. And this is something I definitely need to prepare for. And this is the reason I am already working in my mind. What are the next steps for me?
Let's follow up on that a little bit. You mentioned that you represent the best brand right now. Do you mean NXT UK? And if yes, why is NXT UK the best brand in the whole WWE right now?
I think regarding my style in the ring, regarding the physicality, regarding how you make people believe and connect to the performance, NXT UK is untouchable, and definitely the people should never sleep on NXT UK.
Perfect, man. Thank you very much for your time. Congratulations once again.
Thank you very much.
Let's come next to Marco in Italy.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. My first question is, how does it feel to be an icon for European pro wrestling, able to land in WWE and give away 2 possible matches of the year?
I mean, this is such a wonderful feeling. Like, how can I describe it? It's like years of ridiculous work just paid off. Like, I never think about stuff like this, but as I was holding that title, I was like, okay, you did obviously something right in the last years. And that just gave me the understanding that how I go into things, how I work, how my mentality about this profession is everything right. And it's just going to continue to do what I do.
And if you can choose, in which of the 2 main roster do you think you can express yourself better and you will be able to have a more appropriate and useful way to get to the main event?
That's a good question. I actually don't think about it because, first of all, I got the responsibility to carry NXT UK as a brand, which I think is an absolutely standout brand. So this is my main priority right now. I got very big footsteps where I need to step into, and this is what I will do in the future. And everybody else is just things which I can't expect, which I don't think about, because right now everything is important is to carry this brand on my shoulders, and I will carry it with pride.
Okay, as the quick third one, can you describe in one word your match against Walter?
Pride. Pride.
Okay, thank you very much for your time and congratulations for what you are doing.
Thank you very much.
Let's come next to Lucas at VL Media in France. Lucas, if you just hit unmute, there you go.
Can you hear me? Hello?
I do.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Hello, everyone, and hello, Ilja. Thank you so much for your time. The last time we spoke, I was cheering for you, and now you are the NXT UK champion. Congratulations. As you're now the NXT UK champion, you're now like the figurehead of the NXT UK brand. Do you have a piece of advice for the younger talent in the locker room or in the independent circuit that would one day be in your shoes?
The biggest advice I can give to anyone in any locker room on this planet is express yourself. It's everything I did. This is like my main strength, why I'm never stressed, why I never have big problems going into big challenges like I went to on TakeOver 36. I always did what was natural to me. I never did something where I thought it's not me. So fighting hard, endure a lot is something absolutely natural to me. And as long as people show their true face, especially in the ring, and are honest to themselves, in my head, it's nearly impossible to be not successful.
Yeah, and speaking of being successful, your match against Valda the last Sunday was amazing, and it's one of the best NXT Takeover match fans had ever seen. What made that match, that second battle against Volta, so special from your perspective?
First of all, it was in front of a live audience. So last time, it was beneficial that nobody was there because you could hear the strikes even more without anyone being watching or being in the attendance. And this time, people could follow us, like a live audience could follow us. And this time, it was just, you could see there was a progression of both characters. It was a different way how we went into it. It was a different way how we both fought, and there was a lot more story behind it. So there was a much more bigger emotional aspect, and an emotional aspect that let a match elevate to an even higher level.
Yeah. Again, congratulations, sir. The sky is the limit for you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Hello, sir. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Very good. Thank you so much for being with us today. Congratulations on your title victory on Sunday. I would like to start asking you, now that you are NXT UK champion, about the other champions. We have Bobby Lashley on Raw, Roman Reigns on SmackDown, and Samoa Joe on NXT. If you could pick up one ability of one of each superstars, what would it be?
I think Bobby Lashley would be a big competition, because this is something that would be really, really fit with my will, with my intensity. And this would be something I think people would be really interested to see in, because this is a thing of power. Like, I mean, the obvious power of Bobby Lashley and the obvious power of my will and my endurance.
And then talking about the second match you have on Sunday, we've been talking about the differences between the first and the second one. Was it anything, the first one, that taught you or gave you a tip or how are you going to win this second one?
Excuse me, can you repeat the question again?
Yeah, we've been talking about the main differences between the first match and the second match you have with Walter. But was it anything in the first match that gave you an idea of how are you going to win the second match?
Absolutely, absolutely. The first match was a different version of Ilja Dragunov. So There was a version of Ilja Dragunov who would only rely on his intensity in the ring. But just being intense is just like being blind and just running into a wall. And that's not the answer to be the best in the world like Walter is. So I needed to make a progression to a more intelligent version of Ilja Dragunov. And I showed this progression on TakeOver. I had a game plan for Walter. I knew what he was doing. I knew how to get the control over him and to make him realize that I'm not gonna just fall like the last time. And I already put him on his limits on the last time, but this time I put him through his limits by being intense and smart.
Thank you so much, and good luck moving forward.
Thank you.
We'll come next to Matty Paddock at Daily Star in the UK.
Hey man, thanks very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
You've talked a little bit in previous questions. You've touched on your intensity and your in-ring style, and I'd like to kind of expand on that if I can, in the sense that I wonder, as a performer, when it was during your wrestling journey, if you like, that you decided mentally to commit to that as your in-ring style, because the huge toll it must take on your body is huge, because you're so regularly a mess after your matches physically. I just wondered, kind of the performer versus the person, I guess. When did you kind of decide on that being a style that suited you best, and how do you think you kind of are faring with that physically now and the toll it takes?
I think it all came natural to me. So I never do just stuff. I never think about a lot of stuff I'm doing. So when I started my journey, I realized quickly that I have a lot of energy inside of me. I have a lot of passion. And this is something I want to show honest to the audience. And this reflects in my style. So I'm going forward very hard and very fast and very intense. So this is my completely honest face that I show to the audience, that I show to the fans, because this is my biggest strength. So I rely fully on my strength. And regarding what I can endure in the ring, what I can take in the ring, my other strength is that I recover very, very fast and very, very well. So this style I choose makes sense because I can take it, and it makes especially sense because people can feel physicality through seeing it. It's very easy to believe what you see if it's very physical. And this is the reason why I think my style is outstanding. And this is the reason why I think my style is what people want to see.
And secondly, from me, kind of NXT UK has established itself, for me at least, and I think in the eyes of many, of kind of the outstanding wrestling brand in many ways in WWE, in the sense that your 5-star match at the weekend is one of several we've seen from the brand in this calendar year. And from your point of view as kind of the head of that brand now and the leader of it from the men's side, at least, as champion, how would you like to see the brand continue to grow and expand it in the coming years? Because I guess it flies under the radar maybe in comparison to a Raw or a SmackDown. So how would you like to see that carry on growing?
I would love to carry this brand on my shoulders with all the pride and all the honor I have, because I'm proud of this brand. I'm proud of the hardworking people there. If I just step into the locker room, I see a lot of people who, everything that they want day by day is getting better. It's the work mentality that inspires me and that makes me proud to be the champion of this brand and to represent it. And I think I see so much talent in this brand where people would definitely pay attention to as soon as they just get a slight chance. And especially in this job, one chance can just change the world just from one day to the other. So I'm absolutely sure that those people who sleep on NXT UK will definitely not sleep on NXT UK in the future, because there's so much talent that will just rise up.
Thanks very much for your time, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
We'll come next to Jorge. Jorge, let's come to you.
Thank you. Hi, Ilja. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. How are you?
Do you think that after these 2 matches against Walter, the fans will want to see more of you in NXT UK or NXT?
You will definitely see a lot of me in NXT UK, because as a champion, I will carry this title, carry this brand with all I have. and all the intensity and passion I have for this job. So that's the passion you saw in the match, and that's the passion I will continue to have for forever, just to create my own legacy. And regarding NXT in the US, I'm definitely looking forward. Like right now, I'm in Orlando. I'm definitely looking forward to be more often here, going to NXT UK, going to NXT. I'm open to any competition, open to any challenge, and I'm open to any big challenge that get offered to me.
Let's come next to Stephanie.
Hey, Ilja, how are you?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
Great. Congratulations for, first of all, winning the NXT title, but also for a fantastic match, and I would say 2 fantastic matches. I wanted to focus on NXT UK because this brand is incredible, and who are the talents you would like to give a chance to the title? That would be my first question.
At NXT UK, there are a lot of great talent I would love to step in the ring with. Like the first person that comes to my mind is A-Kid. I talked about him a lot in different interviews. I admire his work ethic. I think this would be something absolutely outstanding, interesting we can put out there. And there are many other people, like I often faced already Noam Dar. This is a person I definitely would love to get into the ring with, for example. And definitely people like Tyler Bate. These are all people I want to prove myself in the ring and to create unique performances.
And if this series of match with Walter was maybe becoming a trilogy, if there was a third match, would you put a stipulation on it, and which one?
I don't really think that this kind of match needs a stipulation, because if I see him again, which I don't think is completely unrealistic, then I think just give us a ring and just let us create something that is completely special to people and something that they have never seen before.
The magic happen.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
We'll come next to Thomas. Thomas, let's come to you.
So congratulations, Ilja, once again.
Thank you very much.
I have 2 questions for you. First, do you think your win is the beginning of a new era for NXT UK after you ended almost 900 days of Walter's reign?
Absolutely, I do. I do it because I have something to offer that nobody else has. I'm an absolutely unique personality in this ring and bring something absolutely unique to any match I'm going into. And after this dominant reign, I will create a legacy for myself. And I will create something that people will remember, because people will remember always any performance of it.
And you will be remembered because I don't know if you knew it, but your win at TakeOver is the first defeat for Walter since 2019, for more than 2 years. And you made him tap out. It's on one-on-one, clearly. You're the first one since 2019. Do you realize that? It's unbelievable for you.
I didn't think about it, but thanks you for reminding me.
So now you're in the history book right now, in the WWE.
I'm very proud. I'm very proud if I can make something something like that happen with my work, because I put enough work into it to create things that no other can.
Thank you, and congratulations again.
Thanks.
Let's come to Carlos Gasco. Carlos.
Hi, Ilja. Nice to meet you, and congratulations for your victory.
Thank you very much.
My first question is, you had matches before against Cesaro and Finn Balor in NXT UK and in Worlds Collide. Would you like to defend the title against them?
Oh, I would love to. Getting a chance against Finn Balor and Cesaro again, to go again with them? Absolutely. Every time, anywhere, I would love to go for them.
And also, second question is, we know that it's NXT UK, but being from Germany, would you like to have an NXT takeover in Germany?
An NXT UK takeover in Germany would be great. Would be great. I would love to have an NXT UK takeover there, just to make other people see how great NXT UK is, because I think everybody on the whole world should see it.
Thank you so much, Ilja.
Thank you.
Let's come next to Gary Cassidy.
Hi, Ilja. Pleasure to talk to you again. Congratulations both on a great championship win for a start, but maybe more so on the memorable match. I've got two questions. One goes a little bit further back than this past weekend. So, of course, that was the culmination of great storytelling for 2 years. But I watched a little documentary many years ago that spoke about your upbringing. You know, you'd mentioned working in pizza parlors and gas stations, kind of struggling to make ends meet and to get by. I want to ask, in, you know, such a physically and I guess emotionally demanding match, how did that shape you? How did that prepare you for that kind of match and to be able to push those limits?
It prepared me very well, because through the stuff I went through, I have a very strong mentality regarding what I expect from myself and how I work toward. So there is no day that is too hard for me to get out and do the best I can, because doing the best I can is everything that is needed. Like there is no guarantee for nothing in life, and I know that. I know that very well, and I know that it could be very rough. But only doing your best, like day by day, with all the constancy you have, is the only chance to get to moments like I received at TakeOver 36.
The first thing that came to my mind is, how many Twixes is Ilja Dragunov going to be able to buy now? Because I remember that story about not being able to get a Twix bar, which it just stood out. But yeah, I want to go back to the match. Obviously, incredible. Everyone online seemed to love it. You know, I loved it. All the fans in attendance loved it. What was the reaction like backstage? Who was the first person to talk to you, and what did they say?
It was a very good reaction. I can't remember a lot of things, to be honest, because I was completely drained after this. I was so tired. I couldn't even put it into words. So everything was like kind of illusional for me, because I prepared myself so hard for that match physically that I was expecting just to put everything into this match, like just put like everything. So I can't even remember who was the first person I was talking to, because I was just, after I came through the curtain, I was like into, I don't know, a world of no thoughts.
I'm sure no matter what was said, it will be said many more times and you'll get many more congratulations. It was an incredible match. Thank you so much. Can't wait to see what you do next.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all so much for your questions. Fantastic questions today. So we're going to wrap there. Just as a reminder for all of you and for all of your readers, I mean, as if anyone hasn't seen it yet, but just in case, NXT TakeOver 36 is available to watch now on demand on the WWE Network everywhere, on Sony Live in India and Peacock in the US. So it just goes to say thank you to our NXT UK champion, Ilja Dragunov. You can see him next week on Tuesday on NXT and then back on NXT UK. And the question will be, who is going to be challenging Ilja Dragunov for the NXT UK title? So with that, thank you all, and we hope you have a great rest of your day.